tickets. Everybody's like a little bit upset. We're gonna get back to finishing up on the Wind Up and Melly murder trial, but once it starts dragging, we got to switch topics real quick. And we are switching topics. We're gonna go to Blackie Speaks. All right, salute to Blackie Speaks, an upcoming creator, actually doing pretty good. 1.9 million subscribers. He did He did a video on Lil Baby tickets. Now, I've talked to many people that are very high up in the game who have given me a very good explanation and a very good understanding of what's going on. But I do want to see if, again, whether it's Blackie Speaks or even you guys have like a kind of good concept of what's going on, especially with Lil Baby. So Lil Baby canceled a bunch of shows that was scheduled on his tour. People believe that's because he cannot sell tickets. Some people believe it because he's cold. Some people believe it because his last album just wasn't as popular as it was, as the one before was. Let's listen to what Blackie Speaks has to say, all right?
Baby barely selling out his shows? That's crazy. I guess you could say that Lil Baby does in fact not have the capacity. No, Lil Bebe, as some people call him. We haven't spoken about this man.
It's Le Bebe.
In like 2 years, so it's most definitely been a while. Apart from getting sandwiched by two men at that all-white party, that actually happened, by the way. Lil Baby literally got sandwiched by
double stuffed reverse Oreo
by two grown men at an all-white party.
Yo, if you look close at this picture, Michael Rubin is pinching his nipple. Yeah, that's how Atlanta give it up.
Crazy. Yesterday, something happened in relation to Lil Baby. Like the title says, he's barely selling tickets, which is crazy. And I'll be honest, I didn't think this day would come that quick. So yesterday, what ended up happening is Lil Baby ended up canceling over 7 shows for his upcoming tour. No announcement about this was made, but when you go on Ticketmaster, what appears is a little message that says canceled. Now this happened on 7 different shows, and all those shows that got canceled were in cities where Lil Baby should be able to pull an audience. So here's a list of all the cities he canceled. First we have Pittsburgh, which is in Pennsylvania, and then we have Indianapolis, which is in Indiana, and then he canceled in Louisville, Kentucky of all places. That's crazy. And then we have Phoenix, Arizona. AZ? No way, that's crazy. Next on the list we have Sacramento, which is in Cali, and I think this might be the craziest one of them all. It don't matter if you're in San Diego, it don't matter if you're in Los Angeles, or in this case Sacramento. A rapper of Lil Baby's stature canceling in a state like Cali, I think that's kind of crazy. And then we have Salt Lake City, Utah, and last but not least we have Denver, Colorado. That's a crazy one too.
Let me pause this. I vehemently disagree with Blackie Speaks. Not too sure where Blackie Speaks is from. Is Blackie Speaks from the US or is he like from overseas? None of these are surprising. Every market that Blackie Speaks mentioned is a non-essential secondary market for Lil Baby. Let me explain Lil Baby's appeal. And it's kind of like Dirk. When these artists put up a show, they're gonna sell out LA. They're gonna sell out New York. They're going to sell out Philadelphia. These guys make music that are hood music, connecting with people in inner cities. Indianapolis is not the prime demographic. However, there's places close to it that their prime demographic is at. What happens is they're putting too many shows. Not only putting too many shows, we're going to get to the price point of these shows. So when you hear about Sacramento, do you think that niggas is just, in Sacramento just bumping Lil Baby like that? Granted, California's a huge state, but no, motherfucker, no. So all these places, if these are let me look. Of course he's supposed to sell out if it's LA, he's supposed to sell out LA, right? Let me go back here with dates.
Indianapolis, which is in Indiana.
Indianapolis, I can understand.
And then
by the way, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is look, it's the PPG Paints Arena. Let's look. PPG Paints Arena capacity. This is 20,000 people. I don't know if you guys have been to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, like, there's little pockets of niggas. There ain't like 30,000 niggas trying to see you unless you Drake. Let's be honest. That's just Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania is 2 different things. Lil Baby, concerts a go at the Wells Fargo. That's 20,000 people. Pittsburgh, Memphis, Tennessee, hood niggas, it's litty. Louisville, even though we should assume he should be able to sell it out, that is the Midwest. Kentucky, you're going to get a little dicey. Most of these places are more favorable to white artists. KFC Yum Center, I guarantee that Jack Harlow could sell this out. But a hood rapper from Atlanta, even though I know you would probably argue that he's transcended that hood rap from Atlanta thing. Let's keep it going. What else got canceled? Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a little surprised by that. Phoenix, Arizona. Where else is he performing anywhere else in Arizona? If this is the only place in Arizona, which is Phoenix, like he should be able to sell this out. This is a little shocking. Crypto Arena, right? He's doing Staples Center. He could do that, right? Oakland, hood niggas could do that. Sacramento, not as much. A lot of people who are in between, who are probably going to travel 2 to 4 hours to go see the concert, they're probably going to the Oakland concert. People from Oakland ain't going to Sacramento, which I think it's like 4 or 5 hours away. Or fuck that. If they were going to go to the Sacramento show, they're going to the Seattle show, which is a different state. Right? It just kind of shows, there's a few things, and I'm going to get to it. But Salt Lake City, if you cancel Salt Lake, I imagine you're canceling Denver. And here's the thing. I don't believe that he can't do a venue in Salt Lake nor Denver. I just think an arena, which, look, Ball Arena in Denver, that's probably just too ambitious.
Next on the list, we have
Ball Arena, Denver capacity is 21,000. It's too ambitious. He should be doing like an amphitheater there, 10 to 12,000 people. What happens when these artists like book tours, they get with Live Nation, right? Live Nation will say, hey, check this out. We're booking all arenas everywhere. Now, that's cool for, say, J. Cole, who could sell out an arena everywhere. For somebody like Baby, you got to be able to like, yo, New York, give him an arena. Philly, give him an arena. Boston, still give him an arena. Right? You do arenas for those. You get to those like southern areas. Well, he's a southern artist, so he's going to be good. So you're in the nose for Baby. Because he's from Atlanta, he's good with the South. But when it comes to the Midwest, Kentucky, and when it comes to the West Coast, for example, like, yeah, I believe maybe in Vegas, I don't know if he's doing something in Vegas or Nevada. But when it comes to Denver, Salt Lake City, which is in Utah, and obviously upper northwest, which we're going to be like Sacramento and Seattle, Sacramento and Seattle, I think it's still going on. You're going to see cancellations there. Now, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people hit me up. They want me to just like take my flowers and be like, yo, remember you said that his last album wasn't that popping? Look what's happening now. Yo, when people tour, sometimes it's not necessarily off their last album or what song is hot now. It's usually off when's the last time they tour. So when somebody's buying a ticket, like for example, I want to go to this Drake concert. Drake's coming to New York this week. Drake hasn't performed in New York in 5-6 years. Now, am I going there? And by the way, if you look at like, his set list probably has like 5 songs from his new album. He, like when people are creating tours, they have to think about like a circuit. When's the last time Drake's been in New York City headlining? That's what matters. So it's not necessarily that Lil Baby's last album wasn't as lit as the joint before. It's about when's the last time he toured. Now, when is the last time he toured? He toured successfully with Dirk. Remember, a lot of people said that he should cancel the tour with Dirk, including me. And we found out he was still able and successful to do it. What I'm hearing here is 2 things. Number one, they expanded to venues and regions that he hasn't worked yet. So there isn't like this loyalty of 20,000 people that want to come see him in those regions. Number 2, Lil Baby is in a transition space where he wants to charge premium prices. Let me explain the prices situation right now, right? First of all, we're now in what some may feel. I'm not sure if it's classified technically as a recession. PPP loans are done. Um, Now that was a little bit offset by the fact that once people got out of quarantine, people wanted to go out. Like people wanted to hit the malls again, hit concerts again, go to basketball games, baseball games, football games. That pretty much ended around this year. So pandemic ended like last year around or like end of last year around this year. Now people are trying to balance their checkbook with their need to go out. There's more concerts than ever before now. Every festival is coming out now. More festivals are coming out now. More options to see these guys are coming out. You have some people who are going to say, why would I pay premium price for Lil Baby when Lil Baby is going to be on a bill for Powerhouse or, I don't know, some other show with 8 other people and I could see him for a fraction of the price. So let me tell you what premium pricing is now. I went to Rod Wave's show. Salute to Rod Wave. He invited me. By the way, he sold out the Barclays like 2 nights in a row. He did it was 13 or 14,000 people. Now, selling out a concert just isn't about can you pull those amount of people. These people are really popular. They have millions of fans. It's usually about what will people pay to see you. So, for example, the Rod Wave concert, he knows his crowd. His crowd is still like in the trenches. They listen to him because he identifies with them. On the high end, you would catch a ticket for a Rod Wave concert, and I think his tour is done. You're gonna catch it around $150. Okay, which means if you got $50, $60, you're at the Rod Wave concert. Granted, you got to pay for maybe a babysitter. You got to pay for motherfucking, I don't know. You got to pay for Uber. You got to pay for parking pass if you're driving. You're going to cop some food. You're going to cop a drink. The drink's going to be wild expensive. But it is what it is, right? Around $40 to $150. It goes up a little higher, but let's just keep it there. Lil Baby is doing what Drake is doing a little bit, except not really. Like Drake is charging about 3 times more than Lil Baby, 3 or 2 times. But Lil Baby's fans don't have the checkbook, or there isn't the demand to kind of scour out the broke niggas. For example, Drake, when he's on tour now, he ain't trying to get everybody to come to his shows. He wants to get the people who could afford to come to the shows. That's why if you want to be on the ground within the first 20 seats of him, you're paying $1,000. That's what Drake's audience and his touring is at. Lil Baby, and let's go to Ticketmaster. Let's figure this out, right? Ticketmaster.com. So if you go to Ticketmaster.com, we're going to search up a Lil Baby concert. Let's see if we can find it, see what's going on. We're going to cop a ticket. All right, chat? Let's figure it out. Most of these things are happening. By the way, tours are up 400% compared to last year, which means the average consumer, a Lil Baby fan is also a Gunna fan, who's also a Young Thug fan, who's also a Drake fan, who's also a Moneybagg Yo fan, who's also maybe a City Girls fan. They want to go see everybody, right? So you're not just talking about, these people have just like complete control over a fan base. Let me see. Okay, cool. Let's look up Lil Baby. Lil Baby. Let's go. We're going to Lil Baby. Okay, bet. Lil Baby's performing at Madison Square Garden August 30th. Let's see how this shit's going to be popping, all right? Now, it says they're not fully on sale yet, but let's see if we can click into something that could give us like a little, okay, it won't. All right. I guess I got to be in like the little pre-sold crowd. They try to act all exclusive. It's all good. Lil Baby, let's type it in. Let's see Boston Garden. This is in our TD Garden. I think this is in Boston, right? Great. Perfect. So let's see how much he's selling tickets for. Now, granted, I'm going to be honest with you. These are fine. It says $70, but these are balcony row 12. So you back here for like $60. So you could go to a Lil Baby concert for about $60. But let's say if you wanted like a decent seat, a floor seat. What's a floor seat given for? A floor seat's given for $219. I don't think that's that bad, honestly. Now, granted, I guess, I'm not in the financial situation of some people, but $219, I don't think that's that bad. Now, apparently, this is just what's happening. A lot of people are complaining. Well, not complaining. Where's my phone? What the fuck? Let's have my phone. All right. So what's happening is that people, since everybody's back to work, PPP loans have dried up. What's happening now is that there's a natural squeeze. People have to figure out with their disposable income, how could they make it stretch? What's going to happen? They're going to go more towards festivals. You're going to see the rates of some of these guys. Everybody for a second was saying the dumbest shit. Yo, I charge $800,000 for a show. Everybody prices are going down. If it's not going down, you're not getting booked because the recession is hitting the audience. The audience wants to go see Lil Baby for $150 and have a really good time and almost think they're VIP. You get what I mean? Otherwise, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to wait till Rolling Loud. Let's go to Rolling Loud. Let's click on Rolling Loud Miami, right? Think about this, right? This is happening in real time, people. Rolling Loud, they could see Cardi headlining, Trippie, Ray Shremmerd, Ski Mask, Key Glock, Ice Spice, all of this stuff, blah, 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 blah. They're here. The next day, on Saturday, see Travis Scott, Lil Durk, Yachty, City Girls, Nav, all this stuff. The next day, they see Rocky. Why does Rocky always headline? Yo, I gotta ask. Yo, I'm gonna interview the guy who runs Rolling Loud. Why is Rocky Rocky don't even put out music? Don't tell me because he's fucking Rihanna. He's always the headline. Like, what the fuck? Bro, he's not like he's gonna perform a song from 20 years ago. What the fuck is going on? Don Toliver, Bryson Tiller, Offset, Turnstile, Polo G, Lil TJ. All right. Sunday's weak. This is weak as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, but they say Saturday special guest is 21 Savage. So 21 Savage is gonna come out on Saturday. Kodak Black is coming out on Friday. And Sunday, so really, the real headliner, if the special guest, is Uzi. Yeah, nobody want to see them. A$AP Rocky or Uzi. Who you going to see? Uzi, exactly. All right, and then we have also Anuel, right? Anuel and El Alfa. Okay, perfect. Now, granted, let's look at this and let's look at get tickets, right? Bang. 3-day general ticket pass. They're probably taxing for this shit, though, ain't they? Look. To get a ground fucking seat at Lil Baby concert is 200 and what? Let me see. 219. Yo, to see 50 artists. Uzi, everybody most of these things are more lit than Baby. It's $329. Oh, right. It's $329. By the way, the fee is crazy. What the fuck? Do you get what I mean? So this is where festivals are going to start popping again. But what's going to happen is that artists are going to have to downgrade the amount that they want to make from a show. You know why Baby's charging $219? Because Baby right now for this tour, what was negotiated and settled on is that for every show he does, right, he's probably going to be pulling, let me see, I'm making this up. I could really get into the math, but I just want to do it off the top of my head. He wants to get like $600K a show. Right? You want to get $600,000 a show. And for him to get $600,000 a show, put on a good show, pay for production, pay for the venue, pay for this, pay for that, blah, blah, blah. The pricing of the tickets has to be as accorded, right? And it's him and there's a few other people on the show, right? Who else is on the show? Yeah, he's bringing Glorilla. But other than Glorilla and Rollo, is like, brother, we don't really know anybody else. So you're charging 2/3 the price of Rolling Loud, and it's just you and Glorilla and Rilo, while Rolling Loud is basically saying, here's the whole fucking shebang. Like, nigga, you could see Cardi, Travis, Durk, Yachty, City Girls, Trippie, Ray Shremmerd, Slump God. Like, come on. Like, this is like fucking pretty self-explanatory, right? You're going to get Kodak 21 Uzi popping out. So that's kind of what's happening. Everybody's doing these concerts. Like, for example, and we think about like all these things. So Rolling Loud is happening on the 21st, which is this weekend. You know what's happening simultaneously in New York? Drake and 21 is in New York. So I guess 21 is lead. Oh, actually, they don't perform on Saturday. So 21 and Drake are in New York for the whole week. They're performing tonight in New York, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think they skip Thursday, Friday, and then they skip Saturday. 21 goes to he goes to Rolling Loud, performs on Saturday there, then he goes back on tour with Drake. But I only bring this up to show Rolling Loud just seems like the better fucking experience, right? So, and also I bring that up to show that people have options. There was a time during the pandemic that only Rolling Loud were booking these events. Now, now you could pick a Drake tour or Rolling Loud. You could pick a Baby tour or Rolling Loud. So people don't have unlimited disposable income. Let's say people have like about $500 a month. They could just like they want to go to concerts this and third. Bro, they can't go to all of these. They got to pick one. So we're kind of realizing that people want more bang for their buck. And let me see if I could bring this up. I don't want to steal my homie's idea, but he had a really good fucking point. He had a really good fucking point. Okay, here we go. Okay, is this? Yeah. He had a really good point. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Salute to my boy Meezy who brought up this point. Meezy's 21 Savage's manager. Like, I've had him on the podcast a bunch. Very knowledgeable motherfucker when it comes to the game. He mentioned this, and I think it's worth really analyzing. He says, yo, people says a lot. Someone said, well, this is Uzi's. I won't call him manager necessarily, but he's kind of like Uzi's day-to-day manager. Lake Sheezy, salute to Lake Sheezy. That's my guy. He says a lot of tour canceling. So these are industry people talking to each other. This ain't random fans. A lot of tours are canceling a lot. Why do you think that is? Now, they know what it is because they're all in the game, right? Meezy, who manages 21 Savage, says fans don't have money like they did pre-pandemic. We are going into a recession. People have to pick and choose what they want to purchase in all aspects. That's number one. Then he continues. Number two, it's not only yours. It's not only yours canceling. It's not only yours canceling. It's a lot of festivals that's not selling well and won't be returning as well. A lot of performances fees are about to go down, and it's only going to be a few festivals to choose from for the next few years with the losses that have been taken thus far. I agree wholeheartedly with what he's saying. I do believe that, there's been a lot of losses incurred. There's more options now, and artists are feeling like they should be getting compensated whatever amount. And the math ain't just mathing. People don't have enough disposable income to be paying these exorbitant fees, especially if they're not getting a bang for their buck. Like, sorry. Okay, cool. What's my guy's name? Baby. We paid for you and Dirk, but you're going out with Glorilla and Rallo. We like Rallo. We like Glorilla. But, bro, remember the tour you went out with Dirk wasn't as stellar. Now, here's the thing. And when I mean stellar, like, they didn't cancel the tour. They did it. But a lot of people thought it should have been canceled. Second of all, when you look at everybody who are doing all these tours and you look at, for example, like Moneybagg Yo announced a tour, right? These tour deals were signed before what's happening now. So everybody signed tour deals when there was a demand for tours to happen in the pandemic, right? Like August 3rd, Amway Center. Let's see how many people that hold. Amway Center capacity. Look, it says 18,000 for NBA, and 17,000 for center stage concert. Is Moneybagg Yo selling out 18,000 or 17,000 people? You guys answer that question to me, right? Oh shit, my phone just fell. You guys answer that question to me. Now he's on tour with a few people. Moneybagg Yo tour. Let's see who he's on tour with. All right, come on. I think now it's just tour. Yeah, he's bringing Sexy Red. Lil Tyler, Finesse 2 times. Now let me ask you a question. Well, actually, let's go to Ticketmasters, because before we could say if the tour is going to be successful, how cheap are the tickets? Moneybagg Yo. So let's look at Moneybagg. Oh, it was already popped up. So we got Moneybagg Yo here. Let's look at that Amway show, right? Which is okay, right? This is it right here. Cool? All right, bet. So we're looking at the Amway show. Let's hit continue. And I don't know if it's saying that. Hold on. Give me a second. We're going to figure this out. Okay, this is interesting. You know how this is interesting, chat? Look at this. We can tell already. Remember, it could hold 17,000. Look, I'm trying to select here. It says no seats available. That's not people who bought these seats around the perimeter. These seats are not available at all. So really, he's doing the arena, but it's probably here around this little perimeter. So these seats in the nosebleeds are not going to be sold, right? You can see it when you scroll in. You can see it more when you scroll in, right? Because if you scroll in over here and try to select these seats, it's going to tell you literally they're not available, period. As opposed to like seats that are, well, I can find some that are like probably taken. Yeah, like this is taken, right? This is a sold seat, right? This is a sold seat. These seats not available. Are they? Hold on. It don't look like it. I'm clicking on it. Don't look like it, right? Yeah, it shows a row. Doesn't show anything. Like, as opposed to this, I think I get a price on a resale. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Why is it like this? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, usually you see the most premium seats get sold a little bit quicker. I don't think none of these seats back here are available, period. So if I know this arena could hold 17,000, they're probably selling it as 12,000. You get what I mean? So remove all this shit around it. Remove everything around here. 12,000. Now keep in mind, if you look at this tour, like respectfully speaking, this shit is pretty open. This is August 3rd. This is 2 weeks away. This is very available. The majority of these seats are not sold out. Right? Now, a lot of people in the ticket selling business, they usually say, especially for concerts, they would like to have 60 to 70%, probably more close to 70% sold out. And then they usually believe in the days to come and what they call walk-up traffic, because you know people are dick riders. Once they realize, oh, everybody going there, they'll buy tickets then. So usually it does get sold out at the end of the day. But currently, look at this Moneybagg Yo concert. This is not sold out. You know what I mean? Like everything in blue is available. The whole shit look like it's in blue to me. Obviously, these things back here won't be sold. It's behind the stage. These won't be sold because it's behind the stage, and I just particularly don't think that out here would be sold either. Okay? So we're looking at these guys' tours. Is it really selling at all? Okay, so that right now is Moneybagg Yo, right? By the way, Moneybagg Yo, if you see this, I'm not picking on you. I love you. I'm gonna show other examples. I'm just using you as one. State Farm Arena. This is the 4th. Let's see. This is Atlanta now, right? State Farm is Atlanta. He should be selling out crazy in Atlanta. Let's zoom in. We're seeing a lot of blue. I'm not going to lie, though. This is a little bit better than last time because the floor seats are mostly sold out. What's the yellow ones? Let me see what the yellow ones are. The ones with the star. Oh, these have like merchandise packages and stuff. Oh, Okay. All right. Now, let me see something. Okay, so to be on the floor, I just selected that seat. You see? I selected this seat right here. I selected this. The price of this seat is going for 150. So even cheaper than obviously Lil Baby's concert, right? So even cheaper than Lil Baby's concert, but you get a little floor seat, right? Let me see if we want to get again. I don't think they're selling tickets for the nosebleeds here. You know what I mean? So whatever his capacity is, I don't think they're doing that capacity. Sorry, I can't see it. I don't think they're doing that capacity because I don't think they're selling tickets to here. So the capacity for this thing is like, let's look. State Farm Arena capacity. Sorry, Chad. I know I'm getting a lot of technical on y'all. I know I'll be like, yo, boring. Sorry. I'll try to, make this shit make some sense for y'all. State Farm Arena capacity. Let's see what it's given. So say about 17,000. I'm gonna think that it's gonna be about 11,000 people in there. So it's gonna be probably like 11,000 that they're gonna have to sell out, or 10,000. And by the way, I do think they're gonna sell this out. I definitely do think they're gonna sell this out. How are they gonna sell all this out before the 4th? Right? Remember, it's next week is the 24th. Yeah, a week from now is the 24th, and a week from then is when the show is. So it's 2 weeks away. They're gonna run some ads, run giveaways and shit like that on Atlanta's like radio stations. They're gonna get their ground team activated. And I think this is gonna be sold out. I think this is be sold out, or if not sold out, very close to it. I think they're gonna have 10,000 people in the building at least, 100%, if you ask me. All right. So that's that. Give me some of the people who are having tours. Who else is having tours? Did Cardi start selling tickets yet? Did Playboy Cardi start selling tickets? Probably not, right? Let me see. Playboy Cardi. But wait, actually, let me look at Drake first. Because Drake is in New York now, right? They got here today. Let me see. So, as I said, Drake's performing tonight in Brooklyn, Barclays. Let's see if there's tickets still available. Barely. It's a couple, though. It's a couple. And by the way, like, within the next few hours, I see all these getting snatched up. All these are going to get snatched up, right? So this is night 1 of Drake's tour. There's still a few floor seats that look like, right? Oh, it's just standing room. Okay, they got a little bit more for standing room. But yeah, it's pretty much all sold out. It's a couple over here, but I'm pretty sure that they'll all get handled, right? Let's look at tomorrow, which is also at the Barclays. Let's see if there's more available then. Keep in mind, today's a Monday. Mondays, people are back to work. It was not the best time to have a concert. Yeah, tomorrow looks good too. Pretty much not much really available. Yeah, Drake is selling them tickets. I know y'all want to hear sold out, but like, it's shit. It ain't Taylor Swift. Like Taylor